Everybody, coming to you live from Salt Lake City. This week has been kind of crazy. Just the last few days, we've had these energy systems that have kind of called to us to act differently and behave differently. We've actually upgraded in the last, I'd say, 6 to 8 weeks. And now we're starting to define ourselves in truth and authenticity instead of this nonsense of the third and fourth dimensional energies, which spells victimhood. It spells I have to suffer more in my life. And so now we're coming into a new wave. This new wave is actually expressing a lot more energy for us by way of our heart's desire, our authentic truth, and our connection to the divine. And so when I do these videos, I kind of want to give you a little interjection as to what's going on astrologically. And so we've got Mars that's kind of influencing us right now. Mars is the planet that pushes us into action, says, hey, what are you doing? Where have you been? Do you need to do other things with your life? So I just want you guys to know that Mars is influencing us this week. So if you feel very energetic and you feel like you have all these things to do, but you're also going, wait, I'm too tired. I can't go any further. Well, there is an extra inch or two within you that's going to actually allow you to define yourself in a different energy, okay? And so that little extra push that you need, or you're just trying to understand, like, I have no energy, I'm super tired, I've been working diligently, and now I have no energy. So know that these energy systems that are coming in, we're coming in with a new wave, you're going to get that energy back. You're not going to feel so tired. This week, it's really important for us to acknowledge the fact that there's work to be done internally and out, externally. So we're really, again, moving into another energy system where we are, the universe is demanding us to balance the inside of us as well as the outside of us. And in saying that, we have to understand one full regard here, and that is to understand I'm okay. What's happening is for me, not against me, and God only knows there's better stuff coming. And so when these energy systems come through the way that they do, we get that ability to move through that space gracefully. And so that's why I have this week's energy and how to do this gracefully. I'm going to tell you right now, if you're stuck in the past or you're still reveling in the past relationship from last year, because we had all these lessons last year that we had to do and had to work through. Some of us went through some toxicity, some of us went through narcissistic abuse, some of us just went through just really going inside and kind of finding ourselves and peeling back the layers that don't serve us and that aren't in alignment with us. So I want you guys to understand there's an ability here for you to do this gracefully. Instead of moving into that victimized situation that we did in the past, we have the ability this time to go, I don't need that victimization. I don't need that suffering. I actually can have this full experience of life. And it doesn't have to be in trauma, hurts, or pain. That I have that ability to acknowledge those hurts and pains, and that I can relinquish those out of my life, and that I don't have to allow those to come in and influence my life anymore. And so there's lots of things to be had here, you guys. So really, again, I always want to push this self-love situation, because I think it's really important that we continue through these wave systems, through this new moon energy, through these full moons, all these different systems that we go through to take care of ourselves and to acknowledge ourselves as number one. Okay, so please understand some of these things have to be gone through. You don't have the ability to sit back anymore and sit in that suffering. That suffering's not going to help you anymore. If there's anything to be had here with these new energy systems, is that you're going to create more of that drama, more of that trauma than you ever did before in your life. And so I want you to not be influenced by the past. The past is not yours anymore. You do not get to keep it. It is a thing of the past. That's why they call it the past. So let it be there. Acknowledge yourself in a better light. Understand that you're a divine soul and that there is a space within you that is great and loving and kind, and that you don't have to live in the hurt and pain anymore. Just because that was your story, that's not your story anymore. You have the opportunity to create something better for yourself. So move into that space. Start creating action in your life and quit wallowing in the this could have been, that could have been, or wallowing in the past of things that didn't serve you, because they're not in your life in this present moment, because they weren't for you. They were just lessons that you had to go through, that you had to manage your life through. So coming up into the next few months, we're coming up on, you know, Thanksgiving, Christmas, we got Halloween coming at the end of this month. There's a lot of things to be had, and try to stay out of that space of hurt and pain. Okay, I know that there's some things that we're going through right now, and some of you out there are like, ugh, I got this stuff going on. What is she talking about? How do I stay neutral in this space? Well, you've got to seek yourself out. You know, we're so adamant as humans on seeking outside of the body that we don't understand that the real words, the real messages, the real understanding of who we are, that resides inside. That's an inside job. That doesn't happen out here, because it's not part of this process. It's not part of this acknowledgement of who you truly are and what your great abilities are, and what you chose to do before you came here, because we all have contracts, okay? And these contracts are saying, right before we get to Earth, this is what I intended to do. I came here to help people. I came here to love people. I came here to love myself and learn through these lessons and process these things so that I could upgrade myself and be a better human for myself and for the world around me. And so we've got to start moving into those spaces. People are starting to awaken left and right, and we need to regard them, give them compassion and love. So if you know anybody out there that's starting to ask questions about all this spiritual stuff, well, just to let you know, it's part of who you are, whether you want to regard it or not. And the universe is working for you, not against you, even if there's things going on around you that spell chaos, that spell like, this doesn't feel good. Well, just acknowledge that when things don't feel good, it is good, because that means that the universe is moving stuff behind you. The universe is like, you know what? It's time for you to have your greatest life. Do you want to step into that, or do you want to sit and sulk in the past and the suffering? Because you have the ability, you have those options there. You have the option to stay here in the past and create more lessons for yourself and suffer, or you can try to create this new life that doesn't have the suffering, that you can release all those traumas so that you can be a better person. You know, and I say, last summer, there was a lot of us doing things that we maybe didn't do before in the past, okay? Some of those things are starting to resolve. We're coming into the fall season, coming up on the fall energy, you know, and starting to buckle down, getting ready for, you know, winter, and starting to get ready for the holidays and things like that. And we don't need to influence those beautiful moments, our holidays with family and friends, with this negative energy that we've been holding on to. Guys, know that stuff doesn't serve you, and you're just going to interject even more of that negative energy if you continue to allow yourself to be in that space. You know, you all are divine. You're loving human beings. I know we've had trials and tribulations, but look within yourself. Seek yourself out first and try to find those answers inside yourself before you go out to the mall or you go out and sulk to somebody about it. Seek yourself first, because that's really part of this journey. That's what's going on here. You know, we can go out there and we can be part of that socialistic mindset, but how long are you going to sit in that energy until you realize that you can't buy your happiness? You have to create your happiness, and it's not up to anybody else on the planet to do that but you. So trying to find that normalcy within your life where you can allow and receive happiness and joy in your life by letting go of the past. Let go of it. It doesn't matter anymore. It's not part of who you are. It was just your lesson, and you got through it, and you just got to go like this and congratulate yourself and say, you know what? I persevered. I got through this horrible thing, and now I'm okay. Because we all know, even the smallest moments where we're going through chaos or we're going through this, I don't know what to do with my life, we get the opportunity in those low moments to correct, to guide ourselves into a better space, to grow, to grow and to know ourselves in a better light so that we can be better people. You know, we've already been upgraded through a lot of this past summer. That was what all that crazy stuff was upgrading. You know, whatever altercations, whatever fights or mishaps you had last summer, well, guess what? Those things are gone and done. You got to resolve it. There was some piece of you that you got to let go of. And so let go of it. Surrender to what that lesson was and let go, because it's not part of your life anymore, and it's not there to be had. It's there to be understood and worked through, because this upgraded energy that you're in right now, a lot of us are kind of freaking out because we're like, I don't recognize myself. I'm doing awkward things I've never done before. Well, guess what? You're a different person. You got an upgrade all the way through your cellular, all the way down to your cellular level, you know? So be enamored with yourself. Acknowledge that you have the right to have good in your life and that you have the right to be happy. You know, we as humans love this suffering thing, and sometimes it serves us, and sometimes we can go to our friend and say, oh, this happened to me, you know, and I need some support, or I need something. But understand that in those situations, you're like still sulking about it. You're not letting it go. You're not learning. You're just staying in that energy that's not subservient to you. It's not yours to keep. That's why it spells chaos. So let go of that stuff. It's not part of your life. There's a big bad world out there to be had and change. We can make it positive. We don't have to live in this life where we suffer and we're hurting and we're in pain and we can't enjoy our lives and can't enjoy happiness, because that's what we're here for, is to be happy and to live in the uttermost beautiful state of unconditional love. That's what we're creating right now. That's what the collective is doing. We're all awakening to our own divine truth, our own divine love. And God only knows. Just allow it to happen. Don't try to analyze it. Don't try to wonder why this is going on or that something terrible is happening to you, because it's not. It's called change. And anytime us humans go into a state of change, well, yeah, we freak out because we kind of like the same repetition. We like the same thing over and over. You know, one thing that I can give you guys for advice is you can create a habit in 21 days, okay? So spend the next 21 days sitting in gratitude and see how your life changes. See if you can allow more good. Even if you're still sulking over a past relationship and you're all sad, you know what? Go, hey, I give gratitude to that relationship for all the great lessons that it served me. And I no longer have to hurt myself over this anymore. So you've got to let go. You've got to surrender. You've got to be in a state of gratitude for all the good and the bad, because the bad is part of this process. So let yourself be gentle with yourself. This week, the upgrade's going to feel real heavy, okay? But as soon as we get through this new moon energy, we're going to be okay. But on the other side of that, expect to be really busy, because coming into the next few days, October is going to be insanely busy, and so is November. So get ready for it. Prepare yourselves for something amazing that's about to happen, because there's something coming, and it's big, and it's going to rock your world. And if you're not prepared for it and you're sitting in that victimization energy, well, you're not going to have that. You're not going to get that, because you're going to have to go back into those spaces and relearn those old lessons that you keep trying to hold on to. Okay? So I hope some of these juicy little tips helped you guys, and I hope that maybe this feels a little bit better. Maybe there's hope here for you. Maybe this interjects a little bit of happiness and love into your life. I don't know which, but I'm always here to serve you guys. I'm always here to kind of prepare you for what's to happen in advance. You know, and I say, even in my own life, I've had some really crazy things happen lately. But you know what? I choose to laugh through them. So please choose to laugh through them. Don't take them on as hardship. Laugh, enjoy, understand that this is for you. Something's happening behind the scenes if it's chaotic, and it's going to be good. I promise you, And I'm usually not wrong on things that are coming good. So this week, doing one thing, I'm going to offer a super kicking deal. Okay, for any of you guys that want to get a 45-minute reading, I'm offering it for $70 this month. Okay, so, and even if you want to give gift certificate to a friend or family member that might possibly need to speak with me or understand their awakening, well, I'm available, and please contact me via Facebook. Also, if you want more information about some of the things that I'm doing or projects that I'm creating, if you go to celestial-sisters.com, there's going to be more information on there of upcoming things, as well as the Meetup app. So hopefully you guys got some good stuff from this, and I'm so happy to be here and sharing all this information with you guys. You're okay. I love you so much, and I got your back, and so does the universe. So please believe that. I love you guys. Take care. Have a great afternoon. I'll be back in a few days with a card reading for October. Bye.